you turn, you're told to lower your blood sugar, but with the food options available today, it seems next to impossible. Here at Deep Sea Nutrition, we've helped tens of thousands of people with blood sugar issues. And in all that time, I can't recall even one person whose regular doctor had put him or her on supplements. This may not sound like a big deal, but with blood sugar, it's huge because blood sugar imbalances in adults are usually caused by insulin resistance. Insulin is the hormone that lets glucose into your cells, and when you're insulin resistant, the glucose can't get into the cells that desperately need it. So you get fatigued, drowsy, and driven by maddening cravings, which makes it extremely tough to exercise and eat right and next to impossible to lower your blood sugar. Sound familiar? It seems like everyone was in the same boat as long as they focused on lowering their blood sugar. But the moment they switched their efforts to reducing their insulin resistance, bingo, right away they were on the road to recovery, and in as few as 21 days, the vast majority had accomplished the impossible. Now, we'd like to send you our breakthrough blood sugar formula risk-free. But more on that in a minute. First, I need to tell you that there's just one thing our customers have that you don't, and you're about to get it. For years, our research and development team have been working on the perfect glucose support supplement. They've been scouring the world for all the hard-to-find compounds we give our customers here at Deep Sea Nutrition, all in the most concentrated bioavailable forms and the right dosages, putting them into one easy-to-take formula. Now, all their hard work at last is complete. The result is Ocean's Bounty, and we're not just saying it's miles ahead of anything you've ever tried. We're actually offering you great glucose guaranteed. You see, Ocean's Bounty is different because it tames escalating blood sugar and balances slimming hormones, literally shutting down the dangers of belly fat. It also helps you beat sugar addiction, one of the most overlooked parts of the problem. If your doctor has been saying alarming things about prediabetes, insulin, high glucose, or syndrome X, then listen up. The only way to control blood sugar trouble is to fix this hormone. Many people with blood sugar worries are surprised to learn that insulin is really a hormone. It's made in your pancreas, and it has the vital job of moving glucose, sugar, from your blood into your cells, where it's used for life-sustaining energy. The trouble is, carrying around excess body fat, especially deep visceral fat, makes it hard for your insulin to get the sugar into your cells. Instead, the sugar starts to pile up in your bloodstream. This makes your cells insulin resistant. Then the dangerous cycle really sets in. Once you have all this extra glucose roaming in your blood, your body starts to automatically store more and more visceral fat. And the more fat you store, the more weight you put on, which simply makes your blood sugar shoot up even higher. Meanwhile, your energy goes slowly down the drain. It seems like you're dragging yourself through the day. This kind of fatigue is inevitable since your cells aren't getting the glucose fuel they need to create energy. It comes down to this: insulin resistance is really a hormone imbalance, and it is the real cause of high blood sugar. So until you tame this hormone, it's impossible to slim down, feel better, and get truly healthy. Here's the great news. 90% of high blood sugar cases can be treated and reversed naturally. It's true, and stacks of research prove it. There are natural, drug-free solutions for high blood sugar that directly attack insulin. And they're not only safer, but they also work dramatically better than today's so-called best conventional treatments. That's right, no matter how long you've struggled in vain, you'll finally have the chance to achieve trouble-free blood sugar, and soon. Stay tuned to this short video to learn the secrets of how it's done, starting with the fact that the newest science shows that these fat chemicals not only destroy the balance of slimming hormones, they wreak havoc on your blood sugar and attack virtually every major organ. As a result, your body gets caught in a nearly unbreakable cycle of toxic fat, and you get heavier and sicker because of it. In fact, the effects of belly fat are so devastating that large waists are now associated with increased risk of death, even in supposedly normal weight people. Willpower is not the answer. After thousands of customers, I can tell you that no amount of willpower in the world will solve a weight or blood sugar problem when you have locked-in fat. It's not about being lazy. And it's not something any prescription drug can solve, a path you don't want to go down anyway. Even most natural doctors won't tell you about our secret weapon that I'm about to share with you today. If I had to name one ingredient that has helped tens of thousands of our customers that had blood sugar issues more than any other, it would be Ocean's Bounty Blood Sugar Super Ingredient Number 1, brown seaweed extract. Surprised? Don't feel bad, even most natural doctors are unaware of its powers. Brown seaweed is a super whole food from the sea that is alive. I like that word alive, with healing and rejuvenating power. For thousands of years, seaweed has been prized as a healing sea plant and dietary staple in Asian and Polynesian cultures. Doctors and scientists have never seen one natural ingredient do more for the human body, as you're about to discover. The benefit for you, finally, regulate your blood sugar imbalances so you don't get fatigued, drowsy, or driven by maddening cravings, which naturally makes your body want to exercise and eat right. It takes your reliance on willpower out of the equation and reprograms your body's need to be healthy and fit on autopilot. If I could use only one natural substance to help our customers who have blood sugar concerns, it would have to be this magnificent brown seaweed extract. You just can't beat its track record here at Ocean's Bounty. Over the years, we've helped more than 20,000 people, many of whom had some form of blood sugar concern. And time and again, I've seen brown seaweed extract help people who had been struggling unsuccessfully for years. Let me take you briefly to the streets of Ogimi, Okinawa, on one of the beautiful, pristine islands of southern Japan, where Okinawans live longer than any people on Earth, enjoying life so much there's no word in their dialect for retirement, and where conditions such as high blood sugar are practically unheard of. But now, after spending more than a dozen years investigating this topic, I can tell you the real story behind their super health and longevity. You see, Okinawans enjoy the highest life expectancy in the world. Some Okinawans say they've never been sick and credit their longevity to the lack of stress. But once we dug deeper, we discovered something remarkable. These superhumans enjoy a diet that's rich in a little-known compound called fucoidan, found almost exclusively in brown seaweeds. It turns out that Okinawans have the highest per capita consumption of brown seaweed in the world, eating 3 times more of it than the average Japanese does, and the Japanese love to eat seaweed. Compare that to the near total absence of fucoidan in the American diet. Is it any wonder that the U.S. is sicker than the rest of the developed world according to the National Business Journal? So our researchers and team of medical doctors began investigating this rare brown seaweed, and what they found blew everyone away. Not found in any land plants and only in a handful of sea plants, the fucoidan in brown seaweed is packed with compounds that regulate low blood sugar. A healing gift from the sea, superior to anything grown on land. It drains away dangerous toxins and chemicals and replenishes the nutritional deficiencies that you've been deprived of all these years. But it's not your fault. At this time, you've been eating from the only food supply that you've ever been given, just like the Okinawans are eating from the only food supply that they've been given. But all that is about to change for you right now. Now, for the first time, fucoidan from this rare brown seaweed has been combined with 8 varieties of living therapeutic brown seaweeds and sea minerals into the new natural Ocean's Bounty formula that the world has never seen until now. Ocean's Bounty contains over 70 nutrients not normally found in the American diet, providing your body the powerful compounds it needs to repair itself, lowering your high blood sugar and regulating your insulin levels, helping you lose excess weight and restoring youthful health and vitality, and even reversing the symptoms and ravages of poor blood sugar numbers. Doctors and scientists have never seen one ingredient do more for the human body than fucoidan from brown seaweed. Here's what an MD and prominent Japanese researcher, Dr. Kiyosuke Awa, recently said. Fucoidan contains the same type of antibodies found in mother's milk in the first week. There are so many supplements that can impact individual systems, but I've never seen a single supplement that can have an effect on so many systems at once. Dr. Ron Schuler, DDS, CCN, LN. We showed that fucoidan extracted from dietary seaweed could inhibit the growth of harmful cells. Maruyama H. 2003.